Carbonado, commonly known as black diamond, is one of the toughest forms of natural diamond. It is an impure form of polycrystalline diamond consisting of diamond, graphite, and amorphous carbon. Carbonado diamonds are typically pea-sized or larger porous aggregates of many tiny black crystals. The most characteristic carbonados have been found only in the Central African Republic and in Brazil, in neither place associated with kimberlite, the source of typical gem diamonds. The universe is full of matter, and matter attracts other matter through gravity. Astronomers reasoned that the mutual attraction among all that matter must be slowing down the expansion of the universe. But they didn't know what the ultimate outcome would be. Would the gravitational effect be so forceful that the universe would ultimately stretch a certain distance, stop and reverse itself, like a ball tossed into the air?
In the 1950s, scientists studying other galaxies expected gravity to cause the centers to rotate faster than the outer edges, based on the distribution of the objects inside of them. To their surprise, both regions rotated at the same rate, indicating that the spiral galaxies contained significantly more mass than they appeared to. Studies of gas inside elliptical galaxies and of clusters of galaxies revealed that this hidden matter was spread throughout the universe.
Newton argued that the movements of celestial bodies and the free fall of objects on Earth are determined by the same force. The classical Greek philosophers, on the other hand, did not consider the celestial bodies to be affected by gravity, because the bodies were observed to follow perpetually repeating non-descending trajectories in the sky. Thus, Aristotle considered that each heavenly body followed a particular natural motion, unaffected by external causes or agents. India is the second largest onion-growing country in the world. Indian onions are famous for their pungency and are available round the year. Indian onions has two crop cycles, first harvesting starts in November to January and the second harvesting from January to May. The onion is a hardy cool season biennial but usually grown as annual crop. The onion has narrow, hollow leaves and a base which enlarges to form a bulb. The bulb can be white, yellow, or red and require 80 to 150 days to reach harvest. Enzymes act as catalysts in biochemical reactions, meaning that they speed the reactions up. Each enzyme recognizes one or more substrates, the molecules that serve as starting material for the reaction it catalyzes. Different enzymes participate in different types of reactions and may break down, link up, or rearrange their substrates. One example of an enzyme found in your body is salivary amylase, which breaks amylose down into smaller sugars. Bacteria, also called germs, are microscopic organisms not visible with the naked eye. Bacteria are everywhere, both inside and outside of your body. Bacteria can live in a variety of environments, from hot water to ice. Some bacteria are good for you, while others can make you sick. Bacteria are single-celled, or simple, organisms. Though small, bacteria are powerful and complex, and they can survive in extreme conditions.
The Nile River is considered to be the longest river in the world. Lake Victoria is considered to be the source of the river. It flows through the Egypt, Uganda, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Eritrea, Burundi, Sudan, and South Sudan. The Blue and the White Nile are the two tributaries of the river. Although for most of us, the Nile River is longest river in world, there is a section of scholars who regard the Amazon River as the true winner of this title. By definition, tissues are absent from unicellular organisms. Even among the simplest multicellular species, such as sponges, tissues are lacking or are poorly differentiated. But multicellular animals and plants that are more advanced have specialized tissues that can organize and regulate an organism's response to its environment. There are four basic tissue types defined by their morphology and function: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. Lightning is not only spectacular, it's dangerous. About 2,000 people are killed worldwide by lightning each year. Hundreds more survive strikes but suffer from a variety of lasting symptoms, including memory loss, dizziness, weakness, numbness, and other life-altering ailments. Strikes can cause cardiac arrest and severe burns, but 9 of every 10 people survive. The average American has about a 1 in 5,000 chance of being struck by lightning during a lifetime. Many countries need better programs for replanting forests. Overpopulation has pushed a growing number of farmers onto lands too fragile to sustain cultivation. Demand for food has led to increased irrigation worldwide. In some areas, irrigation has caused water tables to drop, rivers to run dry, and wells to go empty. Agricultural chemicals that increase production often contaminate soil and groundwater and disrupt food chains. Heat is energy, and when you add energy to any system, changes occur. Because all systems in the global climate system are connected, adding heat energy causes the global climate as a whole to change. Much of the world is covered with ocean, which heats up. When the ocean heats up, more water evaporates into clouds. Where storms like hurricanes and typhoons are forming, the result is more energy-intensive storms. Calories in food provide essential energy, but if you consume too many you will gain weight. These excess calories are stored as body fat. Your body needs some stored fat to stay healthy. But too much fat can cause health problems. So how do you make sure that you don't eat too many calories? It's important that you understand your caloric needs. That is the number of calories your body needs to perform basic metabolic functions and daily physical activities.
Capitalists argue that private ownership of properties like land, businesses, goods, and wealth are essential to ensuring the natural right of people to control their own affairs. Capitalists believe that because private sector enterprise uses resources more efficiently than government, society is better off when the free market decides who profits and who does not. In addition, private ownership of property makes it possible for people to borrow and invest money, thus growing the economy.
One of the most important aspects of any process improvement effort is rolling out proven changes to everyone it can help. Standardized processes are critical for ensuring that everyone is doing tasks in the most efficient way possible. Once a new process is rolled out to the entire team, it is time to begin the process improvement efforts once again. By making sure everyone is following the latest proven strategies, the entire organization is going to always be operating as efficiently as possible. Robotics is the intersection of science, engineering and technology that produces machines, called robots, that substitute for human actions. In 2005, 90% of all robots could be found assembling cars in automotive factories. These robots consist mainly of mechanical arms tasked with welding or screwing on certain parts of a car. Today, we're seeing an evolved and expanded definition of robotics that includes the development, creation and use of bots that explore Earth's harshest conditions, robots that assist law enforcement and even robots that assist in almost every facet of healthcare. The French Revolution was a watershed event in modern European history that began in 1789 and ended in the late 1790s with the ascent of Napoleon Bonaparte. During this period, French citizens raised and redesigned their country's political landscape, uprooting centuries-old institutions such as absolute monarchy and the feudal system. The upheaval was caused by widespread discontent with the French monarchy and the poor economic policies of King Louis XVI, who met his death by guillotine, as did his wife Marie Antoinette. Artificial intelligence algorithms are designed to make decisions, often using real-time data. They are unlike passive machines that are capable only of mechanical or predetermined responses. Using sensors, digital data, or remote inputs, they combine information from a variety of different sources, analyze the material instantly, and act on the insights derived from those data. As such, they are designed by humans with intentionality and reach conclusions based on their instant analysis. Today, there is growing interest among the public in demography, as demographic transition has become the subject of political debates in many developed countries. Most of these countries have birth rates below the replacement level of 2.1 children per woman, and, at the same time, life expectancy has been rising considerably and continues to rise, a development sometimes called the aging of societies. Whether you want to exercise and stay healthy, train professionally with like-minded people, or indulge your competitive streak, Trinity Sport and Fitness has it covered. We've got a dedicated support development team on campus to support every student in taking part in sports. You might want to participate in sports competitions, volunteer with a local sports class, or simply play for fun with our social sport program.